Hello. I'm here now. Alright, let's get some actual music up in here. There we go. You already know. Hello, y'all. It's very nice to be here. It's very nice. It's very nice to be here now. I don't know. Is this a good time? Is, like I don't know how well it is to be like here. Hold up. Can I turn down Travis Town real quick? I'm gonna turn it down to like 50. But yes, I'm basically just gonna be spending most of it just doing what I feel would be nice for today. So let me move myself down here. There we go. And we're gonna be doing something else. Behold, the thingy that we're gonna be doing for the first leg of the stream. We're gonna be... Actually, can I hide my bookmarks real quick? Hold up. There we go. Alright, there we go. But yes, we're gonna be ranking every single Kingdom Hearts world. Because I felt like it. I do something like this every single time on my birthday. I just do a tier list because it's funny. Hello, Antello. Welcome to the stream. But yes, I do one of these literally every time on my birthday. I do a random tier list that is of my current hyperfixation. Last year it was Blaze Blue with Astral finishes. Well, not last year, like 2 years ago. The last time I streamed on my birthday, it was an Astral tier list. But now that Kingdom Hearts is starting to go around the corner, and it finally got its own and finally has its own like Steam port that I've been playing for a little while. I've mostly been playing the through the 2.8 collection just to get critical mode for the special thing that we're making later. I won't say much else about it until the next leg of the stream. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna rank all of these worlds. That's about it. But yes, thank you all for the birthday wishes and all that stuff. It means a lot. So anyways, I guess we should start here with Destiny Islands. I'd say it's right here. Like, I am really bad at I can't find the words at uh, it's good by Kingdom Hearts 1 standards, but if we're pitting it against every other Kingdom Hearts world in the series. Actually, I just realized, this doesn't have any Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds. Huh. It's fine. I'll worry about that later. But yeah, compared to every other world in Kingdom Hearts, this is probably the most tame of the worlds. It's literally the starting world. You can't really go much wrong. Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts 1. Right there. Also, I just realized this doesn't have anything from... Oh my god, it doesn't have anything from the 2.8 collection. You know what? This is fine, because then I don't have to rank the grid at the lowest of the low, because that place is a scary place. I'll talk about it when we get there eventually. But okay, Traverse Town, Kingdom Hearts 1 Traverse Town, pretty friggin' good. It's like, it's really good. It's really good. Wonderland. It was... I'd say it's pretty friggin' good. It was like the start of the janky Kingdom Hearts weirdness that you start figuring out like at the very start of the game. It encourages magic usage, which is very fun. I like it when worlds require you to have that in there. Like, you can't tell me that walking into Wonderland and using and interacting with the environment in the way that Kingdom Hearts 1 does for Wonderland isn't cool. It's the same with Deep Jungle. However, Deep Jungle is probably a little bit lower. It's kind of meh, honestly. For the singular Tarzan world in the series, it does a good job with being its own story, but it doesn't have that much going for it out of that. The Vine Swing minigame is okay, I guess, but it does get a bit boring when you're going from cutscene to when you're going from place to place just to finish the world. Because odds are Deep Jungle is like one of the first worlds that you'll complete outside of Wonderland, because I think Deep Jungle is where you get Cure. So it's really just a slog until then. Olympus Coliseum, Kingdom Hearts 1. Immediately up here because a big thing about this is it has Final Fantasy characters. It's possibly also the same reason why Traverse Town is so high as well, because it has Leon, it has Yuffie, it has Aerith, it has Kingdom Hearts characters to it. It has Sid too. I forgot Sid. I can't believe I forgot Sid. Either way, Kingdom Hearts 1, Olympus Coliseum, peak. Like it doesn't have much world to it, but the world it does have is amazing. Because it's meant to be the battle arena world. It is the arena world. Like, you think about battle arenas in Kingdom Hearts, you think Olympus Coliseum. There's not much about it. Kingdom Hearts 1 Agrabah, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's where you fight and only fight. Yes, that is one of the best synopsises of Olympus Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 1. It is also one of the best synopsises of any of the Olympus Coliseums that don't really feature much world and is just the arenas. Agrabah's pretty okay. It kind of has the same problem as Deep Jungle, where it's, I don't know, it's just a bit difficult to rank because of how much exploration you have to do. Like, it's somewhat the same with Traverse Town and Kingdom Hearts 1. But it's not as big as Agrabah or Deep Jungle. This can actually be kind of ranked higher because, I mean, there's the Pot Centipede fight, which has a lot of cool things because it opens up the entirety of the Agrabah city as an arena, which I haven't seen a single Kingdom Hearts game up until 3 ever do. I guess also Days kind of counts into that because it also has something like that, I guess. Because you do fight a lot of Heartless in Days in not Traverse Town, Twilight Town, in like the very big area where there's a lot of room to fight and a lot of nooks and crannies and all that jank. Anyways, Atlantica, Kingdom Hearts 1. It's fun. It has the same quirkiness of Wonderland. It has the same quirkiness of Wonderland where you can use magic on certain things. Heck, even the main boss fight of the game, of the world, has you using magic on the very thing that gives them power. And it's overall pretty okay. The only problem is swimming controls can be a bit daunting. It does get a bit bleh. It does get a bit oof whenever you're fighting in Atlantica, because Kingdom Hearts 1 combat is pretty cool. I like Kingdom Hearts 1 combat. The only problem with Kingdom Hearts 1 combat is Atlantica's combat, and that's it. Because there's not much you can really do in terms of combat for Atlantica. You can do a 3-hit combo, and you can do magic. but you can't do the crazy stuff that you can in other worlds in Atlantica. It also is kind of just bad for streams because of a certain song made by Disney called Under the Sea. Anyways, Monstro. Atlantica was weird. I think I just spammed magic. Yeah, that's the thing. You can just. I think that's one of the worlds that a lot of people just skip because it's it's just kind of difficult to play like that. Anyways, Monstro. It's around here. It's a split between the two because it's the same problem as Deep Jungle, except a lot worse. Because there's so many rooms to Monstro and so many entrances and exits that it barely even makes sense. You know? Like, you'll see me just breeze through it because I've beat the game multiple times, but it, like, coming from a first time play of the game would, if you meet up with Monstro, it is very crazy. It is very crazy just to see that and have that happen to you. Honestly, I kind of want to rank it here because of that. Just right here. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 1 Halloween Town is up here. I love A Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love Halloween Town even more because I loved that world. It was fun. Like, it was the exploration of Deep Jungle, but done like with Wonderland. It's amazing. I love it. Enough said. Anyways, Neverland. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. There's not much really going on. Actually, I could kind of rank it a little bit lower because it does have a certain fight. Actually, should I also rank it on its second visit, on its like late, like post Hollow Bastion visit because Agrabah would be a little higher because of Kurt Ziza. As for Neverland, the Phantom during the late visit is a bit challenging. And by challenging, I mean you have to literally rebuild your entire kit just to beat it. Because it requires magic out the wazoo. And little old me didn't know that because I liked to punch things more than than use magic. Back when I started playing the game. Either way, Neverland, it's pretty okay. It doesn't have much in the world to go off of, other than hey, you're on Captain Hook's ship. Go at it. Okay, and Hollow Bastion. Kingdom Hearts 1 Hollow Bastion. Sorry, I just received a Steam notification. I'll put this down right here. What's this? Ah. Thank you, Trev. Thank you, Trev. A very kind friend you are. A very kind friend you are. Thank you. Thank you, Trev. I can finally play Anime Souls on my PC, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Trev. Yes, Fox friend is good friend. Very good friend. Okay, Hollow Bastion. Kingdom Hearts 1 Hollow Bastion. This is kind of another Wonderland situation because I like Hollow Bastion. You're welcome as long as you're happy with the game, I'm glad. That's very fair. But, yeah, Hollow Bastion and Kingdom Hearts 1, it's another Wonderland situation. It has the exploration of Wonderland as well as the magic usage of Wonderland and Halloween Town. The only thing that I feel ranks it a bit lower than it is the boss fights until I want to say the final one, like the very, very last boss fight in Hollow Bastion. Yeah. End of the world. I mean, it's alright. It's at least better than Atlantica. End of the world is literally just speed run the entirety of the worlds you've beaten and the keyholes you've sealed. End of the world where we are IRL. Yeah, actually, let me just add a row above called there we go. All of us for real, for real. There we go. Indeed. that is literally all of us in this current day and age. It is all of us. It's the end of the world. Either way, it's just a speed run through the entirety of all the worlds whose keyholes you've sealed. And other than that, it doesn't really have much else going for it. Let's just make it gray because why not? But overall, it's a pretty good end to the game, I guess. It's where you can get Donald and Mickey. I just said Mickey, thinking that he's a part of the party when he's literally doesn't even appear in the game outside of a single cutscene. Donald and Goofy's literally their ultimate weapons are in there, so that aren't made by synthesis are in there. So there's that. Other than that, there's not much else. Chernobog is cool. Chernobog is pretty cool. I like Chernobog. It was a fun fight. Anyways, it's time for the chain of memories. The chain of memories section. And someone hasn't even played it because I'm pretty sure Deep Jungle isn't even a part of this game. Because Deep Jungle only appeared in Kingdom Hearts 1. It didn't appear in Chain of Memories. Either way, Castle Oblivion, it's carried by the story. Like, Chain of Memories, Castle Oblivion is carried by its story because it's literally where you're at, and that's it. The entire game is its story. Traverse Town in both Chain of Memories games is, well, it's also carried by its story. The only reason why I have them at carry, have these specific ones here, like these specific tiers, is because I didn't necessarily care much when it came to Chain of Memories and Rechain of Memories, because it kind of just melded into a time that I could just be there, you know? Like, it kind of just existed. Okay, Wonderland. I don't really remember much of Wonderland and in Chain of Memories. Outside of, I think it was just the plot of the Kingdom Hearts world, but more memory based, I guess. Olympus Coliseum. It's, I want to say carried by the story, but it's really just carried by the fact that Cloud is there, and I love Cloud. I love Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts. Agrabah, also carried by its story. Atlantica, I really didn't care for. Same with Monstro. Thank you, Autumn. It means a lot. Halloween Town was also carried by its story. Neverland didn't have much going on for it. Hollow Bastion was okay. Twilight Town was also okay. Same with Destiny Islands. And I think that's it. Alright. Oh hey, we finally have someone to be next to the end of the world. The world that never was. It is, if I had something for days that was carried by the story, this would be at the very top, because it also is one where you don't really spend much time in, like, at all. I think there's only like 3 or 4 missions in the game that you're in the world that never was in. Like, it's the main hub area, at least. It's the main hub area for the most part. Until, like, a certain point in the game. Other than that, it's kind of meh. Because again, you don't really spend much time in it. I'll rank it higher than Neverland. Twilight Town. I love this world. You're gonna see a pattern here because I love Twilight Town. It's one of my favorite worlds. Okay, this is gonna bug me. I'm just gonna move them all down here. I'm gonna move all these down here because it's gonna bug me a lot. There we go. Okay, Agrabah days. It's around the same as where it is here. It's the same place that I'd put Agrabah in Kingdom Hearts 1. Not much has changed. For some reason the Cave of Wonders' layout changed, I guess. So I guess there's that. I had more fun with the Cave of Wonders in Kingdom Hearts 1 than in Days. Because there it's a series of sprawling hallways followed by a tiny maze in the lower sections. In Days, it's just a couple hallways that doesn't really have much to do other than the obvious bits of pushing blocks around and all that stuff. There's some platforming, I guess. That's cool. Beast Castle. Yeah, it's kind of okay. It's kind of meh. Don't really have much to talk about for it. Olympus Coliseum. It's another case of it's really good. However, in Days it doesn't have that much to do other than the missions. Like that's about it. Like it's still the fighting world. It's the arena world. How's birthday been so far? It's been very good, honestly. Not much has changed. But yeah, this it's certainly fine on the DS hardware because it's not as graphically intensive. There's not much else going on. Actually, I'm gonna rank Agrabah higher because you get to go to like the ruins of, I guess, an old city. That's pretty fun. Like that's mainly where you fight the antlion boss, but it's fun. It's fun, all things considered. Halloween Town in Days. It's pretty fun. It's considerably smaller than Kingdom Hearts 1. $20 and then I see if TPCI is going to troll me again. Well, I do hope it doesn't. Days' Halloween Town is considerably smaller. Again, this is DS hardware, so it doesn't really have much going for it. The same can kind of be said for Wonderland. It's about the same. Honestly, it can be ranked about here because it doesn't really have the same impact as Wonderland in Kingdom Hearts 1. It's okay. Neverland in Days. This this was a really good world. This was a really fun world. Like, I can rank it here. I'm safe to rank it here. Because it's a big world. I like big, sprawling, open world spaces that have some things to do, obviously. There are certain cases where that will come up, and I will have to be very critical about the big, sprawling, open space. The big, sprawling, open space. But this is pretty good. I'm actually going to rank it down here a bit, like a bit lower, like at Hollow Bastion, Kingdom Hearts 1 Hollow Bastion, because of the Ruler of the Sky fight. And that's about it for Days. Twilight Town, Kingdom Hearts 2. It's the world. Mysterious Tower is kind of meh, because you don't really do much there. Because, like, the most you really do there is... You don't really do much, other than you get the drive forms. You don't really come back to Yensid at all after that. I wish they kind of retired. Kind of wish they retried with Days. Multiplayer Kingdom Hearts sounds like a lot of fun. Just being on the DS is kind of limiting. Yeah, I wish that too, but because Nintendo has a stranglehold on the game itself for some reason, we can't get Kingdom Hearts 358 Days over to remastered. Although I wish we could. I'm sure there are workarounds, but we don't get that. We don't get that, unfortunately. Kingdom Hearts 2 Hollow Bastion. I guess we're ranking all of the visits. I don't know why they did it with Type 0, but which is a huge improvement on the PS4. Also, Type 0 has a 2 UMD PSP game. I didn't know that. That's neat. Kingdom Hearts 2 Hollow Bastion. It's about here. It's good. I liked it. It was fun. It's connected to some of the really good worlds. It also has Sephiroth in it. It also has every other Final Fantasy character in it, because they limited Hollow Bastion to have all of the Final Fantasy characters now, which is fine. Land of Dragons, I don't know, it's kind of meh. Like, the thing with Kingdom Hearts 2 is the game itself can be considered a series of hallways that lets you go from place to place. There's not really much to do other than move forward. And Land of Dragons does kind of show that, but it does do the formula pretty okay. First visit was okay. Second visit was pretty okay as well. Revisit was... Morale gauge was very annoying to figure out until someone explained it. That's fair. On a first look around, I just thought of it as a second health bar. and that's it. And I'm like, okay, so I just have to keep this up while I fight the literal emperor of the Mongolian Empire? Got it. Lovely. One of the many generals of the Mongolian Empire. Lovely. Beast Castle in Kingdom Hearts 2. I like this one. It's nice. It's nice and cozy. It does the series of sprawling hallways thing better than Land of Dragons does. Like, this is somehow a bit smaller than Days' version of it, but the fact that they did omit the tiny bit of being able to sneak in through a small compartment in the front part of the castle itself does make it a bit more fun, because it kind of makes more sense as well, because there you're actually a guest, because in Kingdom Hearts 2 you're actually a guest, and in Days you're an intruder. You're not supposed to be there. So I guess it makes more sense that they omit the problem bits. Kingdom Hearts 2 Olympus Coliseum. It's pretty freaking good. I like Olympus Coliseum a lot. The fact that they added more world to it is fun. Even if the Coliseum itself takes a back seat rather than actually being, a part of the story itself. Because originally, you just had the Coliseum. That's it. You only had the Coliseum. You don't really get to do much in the Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 2. You're kind of just spending most of your time in the underworld, and that's it. You don't get to go up there often, at all. I guess if you want to play the pot mini game, if you want to break some pots, hey, Phil's your guy there. He's got them. He's got a bunch of them. They're just laying around. But most of it just is spent in the underworld. The Olympus Cups are better, kind of. Olympus Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 2 also features the only other Final Fantasy character to ever appear in another world that isn't Hollow Bastion or Traverse Town, and that's Auron from Final Fantasy X, and he's pretty cool. I liked that. Disney Castle. Enough said. It doesn't have much going for it. It literally doesn't have anything going for it. It literally has nothing going for it. It's just hallways, and that's it. You don't do much else, at all. Timeless River's pretty okay, though. I liked it. It's okay. It's neat. I liked the little mini games. It does get a bit boring after a little bit of time. It does get a bit boring having to manage more meters and all that stuff. but it's nice. I liked it. Okay. Port Royal. The definitive Pirates of the Caribbean world. Yeah, that's about all I can really say. Why am I? Oh, it's because I pressed the 2 button. I pressed the 2 button. That's why. Okay. Port Royal's pretty fun. The whole moonlight gimmick is pretty neat. It also features some of the most unique uses of magic in Kingdom Hearts 2, which I think is pretty cool. You can freeze the pirate enemies. You can stun them and make them just walk around very slowly. Fire literally makes them run around with their pants on fire. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But outside of those three, it's not really much else. There's not really many status effects to them. I'm not even gonna bother with Kingdom Hearts 2 Atlantica. It's just rhythm game, which by all means would have been really fun for me. However, I'm not gonna be able to stream this. No one's gonna be able to stream this because it has licensed Disney music, and that alone ranks it very low. It also just doesn't have anything to do, like, at all. There's only, like, I think 2 rooms? There's 2 whole rooms to that world. There's the grove you appear in, and Triton's throne room, and that's it. There is nothing else to do. Yeah, we don't mess with Disney lawyers. Not at all. We will get destroyed. Agrabah 2. It's here. Agrabah kind of has its own little space to be in, because it's just here. It's kind of okay. Not really much to talk about other than the carpet riding section is cool. The point where it's like Star Fox is pretty cool, I think. Halloween Town. Yeah, it's another case of here, except it's kind of a split between, do I like Kingdom Hearts 1 Halloween Town more than I like Kingdom Hearts 2 Halloween Town? Because in 2, you get to go to Christmas Town. I love Christmas. It's a fun holiday. And I love Christmas Town a bit more. However, the only problem I have is Halloween Town in 2 doesn't have much else other than the few rooms it has. It has the hinterland thing. Christmas is fun until you work retail. That is fair. I I wouldn't want to work retail on Christmas time. That would be terrible. The Pride Land. It's alright. The Lion King world is okay. The only thing that truly ranks it much lower than any other Kingdom Hearts 2 world, going on year 7 for me, it has sucked all the fun out of it. I am very sorry. But, Lion King world, it's okay outside of the one big glaring problem, and that's the giant open space that you do nothing in other than go from point A to point B. Like that's doing open area wrong. Days Neverland was doing it kind of right. Was doing it right. I don't know what they were cooking with the Pride Land. I don't know why. Space Paranoids. I love this world. I love this world a lot. It's directly connected to Hollow Bastion, which is one big thing. It also has Tron in it, which is literally my favorite thing in the world. I love Tron. Fucking love Tron, man. But the only thing that ranks it a bit lower is that it's kind of short. It only has a few visits, and you kind of beat the big bad pretty early on. I would say pretty early on, but it's not that early on because I think it's like around the halfway point. Okay, so it says here that there's the Dark World in Kingdom Hearts 2, yet I'm just gonna put it here because this never appears in in a playable state in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's only there for like cutscenes and that's it. The World That Never Was is a series of hallways. It is a series of hallways and boss fights. And I think it's pretty okay. I want to say it's right here. Maybe right here. Right here. The Keyblade Graveyard. It's another place where I put this because you don't do much in this world in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's like one fight. I'm not gonna say much about it because it's a pretty fun fight, but there's also just nothing else to do. I don't know why it's even ranked. That's also where PTSD becomes a safe word. Yeah, that's fair. It's it's a it's a difficult fight. It's a fun fight, but then again, I don't know why it's even here because there's nothing else other than that fight in the Keyblade Graveyard, and that's it. I think they just put it here to put it here. I think they kind of just put it here to put it here. Land of Departure. We're now on to Birth by Sleep. I think that's the last of it, other than Recoded, which is going to be another thing that I'm probably going to have to rank on its own tier. Land of Departure. It's kind of meh. It's another case of it kind of just exists for like one part, and the only real reason you come back is either for story reasons, or you're wanting to fight that one fight. Mysterious Tower, it's the same here. You're not getting much out of it. It's just a tower. There's nothing about it. Enchanted Dominion. I think that's Sleeping Beauty world? Yeah, that's Sleeping Beauty. It has the Kingdom Hearts 2 problem. It's a series of hallways up until a certain point. The way you get to the end of those hallways is fun, but after that, you don't really do much. Like, the entirety of Terra's story in it is you go to the castle, you accidentally take Aurora's heart, and then you fight an Unburst. Like, Terra's story in Enchanted Dominion is abysmal. There's nothing going on. You just go to from point A to point B, straight and narrow, and that's it. Aqua and Ventus's, they're definitely a bit better because you actually go to Maleficent's castle, which is definitely a lot more fun. But other than that, you don't really do much else. Like, at all. Castle of Dreams. It's the same. It's about the same. It's the same as Enchanted Dominion. There's not much to do. Actually, I'm also gonna rank the Dwarf Woodlands here as well because it's literally the same for all three of these worlds. It's either the exact straight and narrow for Terra, some roundabout, some weird, kooky, crazy Disney madness for Ven, and a bit of both for Aqua. There's not much else. Olympus Coliseum. This one, it's another meh. Honestly, I didn't really care much for it. This is the first Olympus Coliseum that I have ranked this low. The only reason is the way it expands on Olympus Coliseum is it doesn't give you the underworld. It doesn't give you the city that it does in. It doesn't give you a small city to roam in for like it does in 3. It doesn't give you a chance to explore Olympus itself. It gives you a small square of Thebes. And no other replay value. And that's it. Granted, there is another world that is on this list that is the dedicated arena place. which I'm going to have to talk about in a bit. Deep Space. It is a series of circles. It's different now. It's circles. They're circles. And donuts. It's a series of donuts and circles. That's different. I think my dailies don't need a water deck. Let's go. That's very fun. That's very good to hear. Deep Space. It's the start of the fun exploration bit of it. That's weird. Why is Radiant Garden over here? Hold up. I'm gonna rank Radiant Garden real quick. It's because this was the real start of the big exploration little bit of Birth by Sleep, both for Terra and the others. Well, just for Terra, really. Birth by Sleep, Deep Space, it's pretty good. It's the Lilo and Stitch world before Lilo and Stitch even happens. It's like the prequel to Lilo and Stitch, which I think is okay. Disney Town is kind of meh. There's a bit of exploration to it, I guess. There's a bit. There's a bit of it. There's a bit of exploration, but other than that, you're not really getting much out of it. It's where you mainly find the little like the fruit ball, the ice cream mini game, and the rumble racing, which I think the only real one that we really care about is rumble racing, because that on its own has the because that on its own is a part of the Mirage Arena, which, again, I'm going to have to talk about that in a bit. Neverland was pretty friggin' good. It's not the best, but it's here. I think it's the only really big exploration bit. It's the only real big exploration world of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Keyblade Graveyard in Birth by Sleep. It's another series of hallways that you go through to fight the big bad bosses. And that's it. Now the Mirage Arena. It's okay. I like it. It's better than a good few of the main Birth by Sleep worlds. Man, that 3 hours of sleep is really hitting me. Okay. That 5 hours worth of sleep is really hitting me. But Mirage Arena is the dedicated arena world for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It's okay. It could be it could be better, Could be worse. Fights are fun. Fights are pretty fun. I'm just gonna do something real quick. I hope you can sneak a nap in. I'm sure I can before dinner, but I'll figure that out when I get there. I'm just gonna put all of Recoded here. Recoded kind of was just a nothing burger. Like, it had nothing going on in it all that much. People who didn't play it wouldn't understand it, but overall, game was fun. Outside of like the forced minigame sections, like where you had to fight the bosses, some of them were really good. Some of them were very fun. There were other ones that were just not as good though. Traverse Town and its forced 2D platforming stuff, that was eh. Agrabah and its like time thingy, like you had to find Iago before the timer ran out or else you fail. Wonderland having the just the constant memory finding, which was pretty okay. You had to solid snake your way through the hedge maze, which was pretty okay. Olympus Coliseum was probably my favorite because it was a like a turn-based RPG. I liked that one. Hollow Bastion, you didn't get to use a Keyblade for most of it, like at all. Afterwards, you kind of just get to run around freely. Like in Recoded Hollow Bastion, you had to command Donald and Goofy to do stuff for you, which was okay, but it didn't really have much going for it outside of that. Castle Oblivion is also just a nothing burger for this game. Um, it had absolutely nothing going for it. It had some platforming. It had a single infuriating section. And it had a final boss fight that was okay, all things considered. But yeah. If there were more for every other, like, if there was more Kingdom Hearts in here, like if there was uh 0.2, which didn't really have anything, if it had Dream Drop Distance, which is pretty, it has its merits, and if it had 3, other than that, but this is basically it. There's no Kingdom Hearts 3 or Dream Drop Distance to rank. Unfortunately, I guess there was. It's weird because there's not really anything for Kingdom Hearts 3 or Dark Road. Because it says there's stuff for here, but there isn't, unfortunately. Anyways, let's get on to the bigger part. The second leg of the stream. Okay. And that is the rules and regulations that I'm going to impose upon myself for my entire playthrough of the game of Kingdom Hearts Critical Chronicles, the entirety of the series on their hardest difficulty. The first self-imposed rule: I must play all the games, start to finish, on their hardest available difficulty. Meaning I'm going to have to continue my time of having to speed my way through Dream Drop Distance off stream to unlock critical mode. That's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time, to say the least. Next up. I must defeat all required and optional bosses. I want to say there are a few exceptions, because there are certain bosses that I am just unable to go through. A few exceptions is, as in, obviously the Mirage Arena, obviously. That alone is a difficult time, because, and I'm not going to beat all the optional bosses in the Mirage Arena with every single character in the game. That would take forever. Because I have to unlock... Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay. I just have to unlock all of the things for every single character. That means Command Board, Mirage, Rumble Racing, all that stuff, all that jazz. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do all that. You know? The only other exception I can think of is Dream Drop Distance. The only other exception I can think of is Dream Drop Distance, and it's like optional refights. but we'll get there when we get there because it's going to be difficult. And I know it's going to be difficult. And finally, the final main rule. The final very big imposed rule is I must obtain every available Keyblade in each game, with a few exceptions. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to obtain every single Keyblade in the game for certain games for every reason. In games that have more than one character you play as, I am going to count getting the Keyblade at least once as obtaining it. In Chain of Memories, this rule here is completely just going out the window because there's no obtaining every Keyblade. It is just obtaining cards, random cards, mind you. And I'm not going to make it just complete the compendium for the cards, because that would take forever. I want to experience the game for what it truly is, not what it can be. Other than that, I don't really have much else. The only big problem is I don't know whether or not I should play the DS games. Like, unless they're readily available for me to play, I kinda can't. Otherwise, we'll just watch the movies on stream. And we can just do that. But other than that, don't really have much else. Okay. So that's that. That's not me. Let me grab me. There we go. So now's the time for me to figure out what the heck to do now, because I didn't have anything else planned for the third part of the stream. I can try to find a game that I like to play. Gaming? Yeah, I can probably see who here has, you know, I kind of just want to play Party Animals. I just want to play Party Animals. That's something that I want to do. You know what? I'm gonna see who in the Discord here has who in my Discord has Party Animals, because I I genuinely just want to play that. And it's better to have more people in that, you know? Alright, I'm gonna have this for like a few minutes now. A few minutes or so. You sadly don't have the game. I'm sorry to hear that. Um hmm. Well, I don't really know what else to do because I don't really have much planned like at all other than just those two things that I just did. Man, okay. Apologies for the quietness. I'm still trying to find a thing to do. You know what? What about Uno? Do people have Uno? Trev, do you have Uno? Surely people here have Uno, right? Right? It is really difficult to do this when we don't really have much going off of the start of. It's really hard to do when it's just out of the blue. But if I can get like three more people, then I might be able to play Uno. I like Uno. I like it a lot. Not the McDonald's birthday. Yes, hi Aurora. It's nice to see you here. How you doing? Ah, fair. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to do much because I don't really know what to do. Don't go into the ball pit, you'll get pink eye or something. Fair. I definitely won't. Okay. Yeah, I have zero idea what we can do now. Man, this kind of was just a nothing burger of a stream. All we really did was rank Kingdom Hearts worlds and make rules. For a self-imposed challenge. Nothing burger, but we had fun. Yeah, that's fair. Any games you've been wanting to stream? I mean, there was Party Animals. There was Party Animals. There's Uno. Oh wait, I have to reinstall Party Animals. Oh no. Gosh darn it. Well, I guess Party Animals is out of the equation because I don't have Party Animals installed. That's gonna take a while to reinstall. Okay. So no to Party Animals, unfortunately. There was Uno, like I said. But I kind of need more than just one player to do that. Grand Blue? That is a good idea. That is actually a really good idea. Okay. I need to stop stretching. Okay. I could play some Grand Blue. Sure, why not? Let me boot up my controller real quick. And let's turn off the Traverse Town music. I don't have many multiplayer games, so I'm just ear watching. Fair. Alright, let's move me down here. Right here is fine. Let's let's remove the veil of the McDonald's play place real quick. Boom. We're actually in the realm of darkness. I've always had this here. I don't know why I'm just now feeling like I just revealed something big. Anyways. I'm going to quickly head to be right back so I can set things up. So I'll be right back. back. I forgot to set it up. I'm a bit of a silly goose. There we go. Alright. Alright, there we go. It's good to see that even the Realm of Darkness has McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's beyond McDonald's. Ignore that. Alright, let's do this. Trying to get my butt kicked. Ah. Alright. Let's hope this works. Why is it loading? Oh dear. Oh god. Okay. Old habits die hard. Alright. I don't think this is dead. But it's close. Dang. Water? My DP. Dang. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for the birthday wish, Christopher, and the water. Alright. Oh boy. Time for the biggest hurdle now. Let's go. Dang. Oh my god. Cool but annoying, yeah. Yeah, she can be. Oh no. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Okay. I was... I was holding back the... I'm... I am dumb. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of that for me. That's enough for me. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the end for me. Thank you for the stretches in the water, Ash. It was very nice to see you. However, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end today's stream here. Because I want to take a nap and do stuff. Thank you. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me see if I can rate anyone real quick. I don't know if I can. So I guess I might just have to end stream here. VOD will be up on the YouTube eventually. Wednesday's just gonna be something fun for me. So stay tuned for that. Hello Yamanando. You are a bit late because we're just about to end stream. But thank you for the birthday wishes. It means a lot. Oh my god, why did we suddenly jump to 8 viewers already? Right at the end of stream too. Gosh darn it. Anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening.